This is video 7. In this video, what we're going to do is take a cheap, inexpensive toaster oven, like the kind you get at Walmart. We're going to turn it into a reflow oven. Mac's not going to be in this video because he's sick. He's got like the Rastafarian virus or something like that. This is the toaster oven that we're using for the oven today. It is a Arrival toaster oven, model TO753. It's a 1,000-watt oven. I got it for $19.95 at Walmart during the Christmas. I think I've seen these on sale for like $9.99. Pretty inexpensive. You can also go to thrift stores and pick them up for just a couple of dollars. All right, the first thing we did, make sure this oven is unplugged. You do not want to be playing with the insides of this thing while it's plugged in. All right. I want to remove these knobs. You have these two control boxes right here. You can leave them in if you want to. I don't want to leave them in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these knobs off. And then there's two little Phillips screws right here. I'm going to go ahead and take those off. Our next step is to take this off, because we got to get inside this thing and do a little bit of surgery. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws here, and we also have the legs. The screws that hold on the legs also hold on the little casing. So take these little things off here, and we got to take the legs off. Okay, we've taken the screws off the bottom, 4 on the bottom. There was 3 on the back. Take the top lid off, and it should just lift just like that. On the inside here, here's all our guts of the oven. Service announcement. This is the 4th reflow oven that I put together, and I've never ever had one do this. I just sliced my hand open here twice, and it looks like here I'm probably going to need stitches. I got a band-aid on it, and it's still bleeding. So when you got this reflow oven apart, be really careful. For some reason, this one has really sharp edges. All right, here's the whole inside we have right here. You can see we have the power cord coming in. I believe this is the temperature select. This is the timer. Go ahead and remove all of these things. These things are really crimped on hard. Don't cut anything off, because we're gonna need all these wires as they are. Go ahead and leave the wire on the bottom coil. The bottom coil and the top coil, and both of these wires coming off of the power cords, you want to leave them on also. Okay, so we have this white wire here. I told you we were going to hook together with the white wire coming off the power cord. How I'm going to do that is with this thing called a butt connector. And the way it works is you slide one wire here, and then you smash it down. You can crimp it. They got special tools for it. I just use a pair of vice grips. The only problem is this metal part's going to be hanging loose, and I don't want it to short out against anything else. So I'm going to use a piece of shrink tube to protect it. So I put the shrink tubing on, the butt connector, and put the other wire in so it looks like this. Then use my vice grips, and I'm just going to smash it down. Just need to adjust it. There we go. Smash that into the butt connector down. Smash that into the butt connector down. Well, I got it. I want to check it. Oops, that came loose. That's not good. That's not what you want to happen. So gotta put that back in there. We'll smash it again just to make sure. Smash both sides just to make sure. Alright, that's going to work. And then we're going to pull our shrink wrap, our shrink tubing, pull it over. Like this. And then you can do this with matches, a lighter, whatever. Just shrink it down. Keep it insulated from the rest of the oven. Alright, your next step, and I've already done that, is to drill two 5/32 inch holes here. You'll notice there are two short holes, or two short dents here, two short dents on the other side, and then two long ones on the bottom. What you want to do is you want to put the two holes about an inch, inch and a quarter, inch and a half apart, something like that, between these dents. What that's for is for the thermistor. We have some Teflon coated wire here. It's good to about 200 degrees Celsius, which is the limit of this oven, and it actually fits in the holes just like that, and that is how we're going to hook our thermistor up. So our next step now is to build the thermistor. Right now what I'm going to do is show you how to make the thermistor cable. This is our thermistor right here. It's a little glass bead with two wires coming off of it. You want to cut those wires off so there's about 2 inches remaining underneath the thermistor, and then spread the wires apart so you get good access to them. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our butt connectors. I'm just going to make one, and then I'm going to show you everything finished so you can do the other one. And what I'm going to do is take this Teflon coated wire, and I got the butt connector up against it because I want to cut this insulation off of this wire, and then I'll expose the wire. You can see what it looks like. You notice the wire in there is a silvery color. It's silvery because it's actually coated with nickel. That's what makes it a high heat wire. So we're going to take this off. We're going to take one or two of these wires here, just two of them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them off. That way it'll leave room for the thermistor. So then let me cut this just a little hair deeper. Now you don't want to cut this insulation completely off. You want to leave it there because that's what we're going to use to insulate the whole thing. So then you put your butt connector on across all the wires. Then you take your thermistor and you put your thermistor in. And you want to leave about an inch, inch and a quarter of wire from your thermistor. Next step is to take your vice grips and crimp it down. Okay, I went ahead and mashed down my butt connector. It actually mashed out a little bit wide and came out a little bit too tall. At this point, what we're going to do is take this tape called Captain tape. It's a yellow high heat tape, and what we're going to do is we're going to just wrap 3 or 4 pieces around it like this. It does a couple things. Mostly what we're interested in doing is insulating the wire that comes off this onto this. So I'm going to wrap this a couple more times, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other thermistor wire on so that you can see how it's done. When you put the second wire on, what you want to do is, you see this little piece of insulation we have right here, you want it to be on the other side here. That way it insulates the whole thing.